This place is freaking awesome. It's about $15 to get in, and all of the games are on free play.
Galloping Ghost Arcade, actually, myself, I had always wanted to open an arcade. My main company before this, Galloping Ghost Productions, and still are currently working on an arcade game called Dark Presence. The opportunity really presented itself when one of my actors was selling his business, Jerry Cantu, and he wanted to start something new. And he had seen a business model for an arcade that I had wanted to do in the future after the game came out, and really liked it. While he didn't know a ton about the video game scene or arcade scene at all, thought it was a great idea, and we partnered up, and on Friday the 13th, August 2010, we opened our doors, and it was the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We opened with 130 games. We've been putting up about at least 100 games a year now. So most of the games that, the first batch of games that we got was 114 machines, and me and my production staff drove out to Iowa, and we loaded them up in trucks and drove them all back. And of the 114, 8 turned on and nothing else worked. So we spent several months doing full restorations, and unfortunately, while my guys knew how to create video games, none of them had ever worked on the arcade scene. So it was really just me and one of my guys, Chris DeLutri, taught him how to repair stuff, and refurbished everything, all new power supplies, new joysticks, new buttons, fixed all the monitors, fixed all the boards. Most of the cabinets were in just terrible condition. And we had a few duplicates, so I got into customizing the cabinets and making brand new control panels. And again, because we have a production company, we can do all the graphic work and make new marquees and stuff. So the two sides of the productions and the arcade, they really complement each other and allow us to do a lot of things that other arcades just don't do. Going the free play option versus pay per play, I had done a lot of research with the pay per play business model, and there's surprisingly the expenses are with the coin op taxes. So you take that out by not being coin operated. So that alleviated one of the initial high costs. Plus, one of the other high failure points of arcade machines is the coin mechs. So you get rid of those as well, and it's less maintenance. And already there's so much maintenance to keep arcade machines up and running. So anything you can do to mitigate that and make less work for yourself, the better, especially when you have so many games. Plus, as somebody who I grew up in arcades, and I would go and I would spend 15, 20 bucks every time I went, and I would stay five hours in an arcade with that much money, and just wanted to make it something that people could make a day out of it. Also, when you're putting coins in, you tend not to try as many new games. Like you go to your classics, and that makes you not stay as long, because you'll play your Final Fights and Double Dragons, and then you play the games that you know, and then you just leave. And there's so many awesome games that people, even myself, like, had seen the game in the arcade but never wanted to risk my quarters on it because there's other games I knew I wanted to play. And this, we have people that we take them to games, be like, oh, you were playing this, try this one out. You'll probably really like it. And it just really gets people into playing different games. So it was overall, and it just was a different business model. Like, instead of just having a place with X number of games in, it was just something different. Definitely one of the big pitfalls to a lot of arcades is machine maintenance. So many people are apprehensive to work on these old games. They think they're so rare and so hard to come by. And most machine maintenance, while there's a lot of it, it comes down to just basic wiring. And we try to do some pretty innovative stuff. We have a lot of things working against us, especially with the console market. So you have everybody, a lot of people. There's a guy in here just last night. He was 29 years old, never been to an arcade in his life. And it's like he's grown up playing consoles, just missed the whole arcade scene. So you need to come up with ways to get people to leave playing online and come out and play with other people. And the games definitely, like, they're not as visually realistic as the games today. But the atmosphere that's been created here has been so unique, and the fact that there's people that, again, industry people that actually develop games, and you get to meet and talk with those people, and the caliber of the players that are here. They're like those people that play here that are here every day, they help out so much in talking to the other people. It's a very social atmosphere, and you just can't get that at home. Like, you're playing a game like Mortal Kombat, and here at the arcade you might have the guy that actually played Scorpion standing behind you while you're playing. We have a Mortal Kombat team that we sponsor, and we send them all over the United States and even out of the country too. We pay their hotel and airfare to go fight in tournaments and stuff. And they're professional gamers. And it's like you get to play the highest caliber player, stand next to him, get tips from him, and you're like the people who have started coming here that were just kind of casual gamers that have really evolved into world record caliber game players has just been tremendous. And that really just makes it grow. This will be the section that hasn't been opened yet. So we've just recently moved all of our pins. We have our, hasn't been announced yet, and it's going to be our 400th game. We've got our Creature from the Black Lagoon pinball machine, which we bought a custom pinball topper for that lights up. Our 399th game is going up on Saturday, and that'll be Total Carnage, and then the 400th will be Creature. Definitely looking to put in another, we hope to break 500 by our anniversary of next year.
But you got all the good stuff. Oh my god! It's Pinbot!
Pinball circuit activated.
Open up! Dude, this is so awesome, you have no idea.
This will be open for the first time this weekend for our July 400 event that we're doing. And normally we have it open several times during the week, like the front area, but we're going to have all of it open soon, so on a more regular basis.
That face.
Daniel Pacino's Johnny Cage, he comes on in here.
Really?
Yeah, like I've known a lot of the Mortal Kombat actors for a while, and definitely a very heavy Mortal Kombat arcade. And we'll get Daniel Pacino out, play Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Dr. Philip Ahn, who played Shang Tsung, John Parrish, who played Jax. We're putting these up on this wall, and you can see some of the Mortal Kombat actors that have stopped by the arcade. John Turk and Kevin Zamar Ogren, John Parrish, Phil Bond, Daniel Pacino. Normally we had these printed up on hand, so if they're here, people want an autograph, we can just give those away. Always put them new games. We got, right now I've got about 35 more boards that we'll put in different cabinets. So. More coming, more coming.